Good afternoon. I'm Angelo Castro III. Here are the latest stories at this hour. Some breathing room for Filipino consumers as the Philippine Statistics Authority reports headline inflation hitting 6.8% this May. This is a clear drop from April's three-year high of 7.2%, although it is a long way from May last year's 1.3%. State economists say relief at the gas pumps is the primary driver, with transport price costs dropping significantly. Food and utilities also eased up, bringing the year-to-date average inflation down to 4.5%. While price hikes are slower than the BSP's projection of up to 7.9%, officials warn that the upcoming typhoon season still poses a risk to local food supply chains and market prices. But motorists may need to tighten their belts next week as a big-time oil price hike is expected. The DOE Oil Industry Management Bureau projects diesel prices going up by as much as 6 pesos per liter and kerosene by up to 8 pesos per liter. Gasoline, meanwhile, may either slightly increase or has no change. Oil Bureau Director Rino Abad said there may be supply tightness in June due to stabilization efforts tied to reserve adjustments made in the previous months.
Pumalma lang dahil dun sa panandalian na mga replacement volume. Inaasahan sana ng market na maaayos ngayong buwan na. Towards July, ngayon, pinoproject na nila yung August na magkakaroon ng panumbalik sana ng supply.
On to weather. Tropical Depression Esther maintains its strength as it traverses southern Taiwan. Esther was last spotted 230 kilometers north-northwest of Itbayat in Batanes. It is packing winds of up to 45 kilometers per hour and gusts of up to 55 kph. Esther is forecast to move generally northeastward and exit the Philippine area of responsibility tomorrow. It may also intensify and may reach tropical storm category while over the East China Sea. As of 11 a.m., signal number 1 has been raised over Batanes. A busy day for public school teachers. It's the last day of preparations for Monday's school opening. Mobile reporter Francis Rivera tells us more. Francis, where are you right now, and what's the latest?
Angelo, andito tayo ngayon sa Bernabe Elementary School dito sa Pasay City, kung saan nga nagsasagawa na sila ng Brigada Eskwela or yung huling araw na ng Brigada Eskwela. Kaya naman kita naman natin yung mga upuan dito halos basa pa, at yung mga volunteers, kasi bukod to sa mga teachers and volunteers na nandito tulong-tulong na rin pati yung mga magulang ng mga estudyante na pumunta pa nga raw dito para nga tumulong magpintura, magkumpuni at magayos ng mga classroom dito sa Bernabe Elementary School. At dito ngayon medyo naka-break lang sila, nag-lunch break lang sila doon sa baba. Pero magpapatuloy daw ang kanilang pag-aayos nga rito bilang paghahanda nga dito sa Monday, kung saan first day ng pasukan ng mga bata. At nakausap nga natin kanina yung school principal, bukod sa mga upuan, mga lamesa, handa na rin daw sila para nga dito sa i-implement ng DepEd na three-term school calendar, kung saan trimester yung magiging sistema ng pagtuturo or ng school year para sa taong ito. Mas nakatuon kasi ito doon sa talagang pag-aaral mismo ng mga estudyante. So yung mga extracurricular activities, yung mga nakasanayan na program every month, and yung mga contest, and yung iba pang mga ginagawa or iba pang mga extracurricular activities, masasagawa na yan sa end of term block.
Kasi ang nagiging problema every school...
Angelo?
Yes, Francis, every school year, ang nagiging problema kasi yung supplies, of course, ng books, notebooks, ballpen, pencils. Are there enough supplies for this opening? Well, at least dyan sa school na yan.
Yes, sorry Angelo, medyo choppy yung line natin. Okay lang pa paulit-ulit ang tanong.
Yes, Francis, kasi nagiging problem every year no, yung supplies ng books, pencils, notebooks, papers.
Yes, Angelo. Kanina, simula pang araw nung Monday, tuloy-tuloy yung mga NGO, yung mga individual na nag-donate ng mga school supply para dito sa mga estudyante nitong Bernabe Elementary School. Kasi itong Bernabe Elementary School hindi pa tumataas ng 500 student o at least enrolled student yung kanilang populasyon dito. So isa to sa kinukonsider na pinakamaliit na eskwelahan dito sa Pasay City. Kaya naman yung mga stakeholders, yung mga organizations na nagdo-donate, patuloy yung pagbibigay nila ng mga school supplies, libro para doon sa mga estudyante dito sa Bernabe Elementary School.
Francis, sinabi mo, Francis, no, sinabi mo yung Bernabe Elementary School is one of the smallest sa Pasay City. How many students per classroom sila?
Yes, yung nakausap natin yung principal, 45 student lang yung mga 45 student lang per classroom, no, pero meron din silang AM and dalawang shift din, meron ding AM and PM na session, at kanina nga nakausap natin, isa daw din sa mga nakita niyang pag-decrease naman ng number doon sa mga kindergarten, from more than 100 naging na lang daw, naging 45 na lang daw yung mga enrollee na or officially enrolled na kindergarten dito sa Bernabe Elementary School.
Alright, Francis, nabanggit mo kanina na yung nagpe-prepare, of course, physically, yung mga teachers also, along with some volunteers. Paano yan? Di ba they should be preparing also yung mga lesson plans nila? Hindi ba nakakakain ng oras nila yung paglilinis, pagpe-paint?
Yes, Angelo. Meron nga ditong isang parang faculty room tayong nasilip kanina, no. So habang vacant sila or wala pa silang ginagawang mga pintura dito sa mga lamesa, nakaharap naman din sila sa mga laptop at computer nila. At ang kagandahan nga rin daw dito, no, sabi ng school principal, ahead of opening nitong Brigada Eskwela, nag-umpisa na rin talaga silang magpintura, magsaayos, no, at yung mga blackboard, yung mga whiteboard nila, yung mga lamesa, inaayos na rin daw nila. Itong mga nakikita nga natin dito sa likuran, ito yung mga parang extra na lang to, no, o dun sa mga natira from last week. So nauna na kasi sila dahil may mga stakeholder or may mga nais na or may mga organization na nais magkaroon ng outreach program na sila yung beneficiary. So mas napaaga yung pagpapaayos o pagsasaayos ng kanilang mga classroom, no? Kaya naman hindi naman masyado naka-affect yung pagpe-prepare din ng mga teacher para sa kanilang lesson plan sa darating na Lunes.
All right, thank you for that report, Mobile Journal, Francis Rivera. The Sandigan Bayan has granted former Public Works Secretary Manuel Bonoan's hospital arrest. In its June 4 resolution, the 5th Division cited Bonoan's age and medical condition. Bonoan previously submitted medical certificates stating that he suffers from several illnesses, including chronic kidney disease, severe coronary artery disease, and prostate cancer. The court ordered Bonoan to be confined at the PNP General Hospital in Camp Crame. Bonoan is facing a non-bailable plunder charge linked to the alleged flood control scandal. Meantime, the National Grid Corporation of the Philippines, or NGCP, has placed the Visayas grid under yellow alert status. This is from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. The NGCP attributed the alert to multiple power plants that remain offline or are operating below normal output. Under a yellow alert, power supply remains sufficient to meet demand, but reserve levels have fallen below the required operating margin. The Transportation Department wants a billion-peso budget boost for bike lanes and active transport hubs. But transport advocates warn that longer lanes mean nothing if riders aren't safe. Mobile journalist Evan Tarinque reports.
The Department of Transportation, or DOTR, is seeking more than 1 billion pesos to develop active transport hubs and infrastructure across the country. The agency says the funding will help make roads safer and more inclusive for cyclists and pedestrians during their daily commutes. By 2028, DOTR is targeting the construction of more than 2,400 kilometers of bike lanes nationwide. The department is also building end-of-trip facilities and upgrading PUV stops with Wi-Fi and charging stations to improve the commuting experience.
Tayo rin ay nagsikap na makakuha ng legislative support para magkaroon ng maayos at sapat na pondo ang ating mga road safety-related policies and programs.
While the government plans to expand active transport infrastructure, Advocate says the focus should not be on quantity alone. They point out that many existing bike lanes still rely on painted markings and plastic bollards, which offer limited protection and are easily damaged. For them, the priority should be building protected and connected bike lane networks that can be safely used by people of all ages and skill levels.
May tinatawag na 8 to 80 yung when it comes to active transport. Dapat it should be safe for children as young as 8 years old and to the elderly as old as 80. Dapat yun yung pagbasihan kung safe ba and inclusive yung active transport networks natin.
Ladyong also stressed the need for government agencies to use road crash data to identify high-risk areas and guide infrastructure improvements. He said safety measures should be targeted at locations where crashes frequently occur to help prevent future accidents and encourage more people to choose active transport.
So pag ginawa natin mas maayos yung active transport networks natin, yung mga taong nahihirapan sa public transport, lalo na yung mga taong nahihirapan sa public transport, mas madali sa kanilang isipin na pwede pala sila magbisikleta or pwede nilang subukan magbisikleta.
Advocates say improving active transport infrastructure could provide millions of Filipinos with private vehicles a safer, a more affordable, and more accessible way to travel. Kapatid Mobile Journal Ivan Tarinque, we are One News.
Join us again at 2 p.m. for the very latest stories. I'm Angelo Castro III. Stay tuned to One News.
June 5th, 1968.
My thanks to all of you, and now it's on to Chicago, and let's win there.
In Los Angeles, Senator Robert F. Kennedy is fatally shot after claiming victory in California's Democratic presidential primary. Reporter Andrew West is there.
Senator Kennedy has been shot. Is that possible? Is that possible? Is it possible, ladies and gentlemen? It is possible.
Kennedy dies the following day. His convicted assassin, Sirhan Sirhan, ultimately receives life in prison. 1967. The Six-Day War breaks out between Israel and its Arab neighbors, reshaping the map of the Middle East. Fighting ends after Israel seizes control of the West Bank, the Gaza Strip, East Jerusalem, the Sinai Peninsula, and the Golan Heights. 1947. Birth of the Marshall Plan, the recovery aid program for Europe after World War II. Secretary of State George C. Marshall outlines the program that later bears his name at Harvard University in Massachusetts.
Our policy is directed not against any country or doctrine, but against hunger, poverty, desperation, and chaos.
1981. The U.S. Centers for Disease Control reports the first recognized cases of the disease that eventually becomes known as AIDS. And 2004.
We made the city stronger, we made the city freer, and we left her in good hands.
Former President Ronald Reagan dies in Los Angeles at age 93 after a long battle with Alzheimer's disease. Today in History, June 5th. Camille Bohannon, The Associated Press.
Living in harmony and peace.